This is the Chris Court Show. Hear the indie music flow. Stream it everywhere you go. You can be featured on our show.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Chris Court Show. Thank you guys for tuning in. A wonderful night here. The nights are aligned and it's warm and it's supposed to rain, but...
Who be tuning in?
Huh?
Who be tuning in?
Is that a name of someone?
No, you said...
Who be tuning in?
You said thanks for tuning in. Who be tuning in?
I don't know.
Who's turning that dial to find us? Because I don't know what we're
Turn that
broadcasting anywhere.
But hey guys, again, before I was rudely interrupted, man.
Oh, I do that all the time.
You just came right into my introduction.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Thank you guys for listening. Keep the music coming. Send it to chriscourtshow@gmail.com. We love you sending your music to us. We love hearing a bunch of different music and knowing that there's still good music out there.
Yeah.
It's
Make sure
amazing.
you include a little bit of information about your band. And
Yep.
You know how I do.
Yes, please. Please. That way we could talk about you.
Give us a link to like your band's website or Facebook or whatever. Or if you don't have information on those pages, send it by the email.
Yeah. It is the 5th of July.
It is.
The day after the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day,
everyone.
Yeah. We blew off a lot of fireworks yesterday.
We're independent now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Is it a year since we did our Happy Independence Music Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? That wasn't
I
on.
think it was July 5th.
Probably, yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, we had last year. What's that?
I smelled something.
Yeah, I just shit my pants.
Okay. That's what that was.
If you want to, I don't think there was nothing. Yeah, we had a video of our Independence Music Day, but it was basically we did a live show and it was Happy Independence Music Day. And we did a live show for, I think, a couple hours, played some bands, and it was a good time. We had a video out. If you want to check that out, it was corny as shit. It was on YouTube. I was dressed like the Statue of Liberty, a sexy Statue of Liberty.
I was dressed like a sexy Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
If you can call it that.
And it was absolutely ridiculous. Like, my tits looked nice in it. Matt's little pee-pee was shooting out.
No, it wasn't.
No. Well, that's because it's little, but it was shooting out.
I wasn't shooting out.
It was like, hey, everybody. I can see the world.
My beard was white.
Your beard was white, yeah. And then we, next day, returned all that shit.
We rented the costumes from a rental store.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rental store is called Amazon.com.
They're going to catch out if you keep saying it on live radio.
You think Jeff Bezos really gives a fuck about a little podcast?
He's about to spend like $30-something million to get married.
I seen that. If he has that much money to just fucking get married, why doesn't he feed the poor? Feed the homeless?
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
They didn't invent Amazon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess you got a point there. If you had millions and billions of dollars, okay? We'll go billions of dollars. And you made it yourself. You know, you busted your ass and, you know, there were a lot of times you got told no and then all of a sudden you are making billions of dollars. Would you help people out like homeless, or would you help like veterans, or would you do anything with that? Or would you be like, you know what? I busted my ass to get here. I'm not giving anyone this money.
I would probably help out veterans.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't go to war. I ain't brave enough to do that shit. Let other guys do it.
Yeah.
But I'll thank them by giving money.
Yeah.
If I was a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I can't give the money. I'm too broke.
Yeah.
I need the money myself.
I think I would do it.
If I was rich, I would definitely like invest in veterans.
Yeah, I would
affairs
invest
and
a
stuff,
lot
yeah.
of that. I think men's mental health awareness. I would do suicide prevention, Children's Foundation, all the priests and shit that are touching little children. That needs to stop right now.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to donate money to them.
To the priests?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like you were saying. I would help with mental awareness, suicide hotline, and the priests that are touching little children. What the fuck?
Come on. You need to start touching kids more. What the fuck? We don't hear any stories about priests touching kids.
I'm donating this money to you because we know you're going to need it.
We're going to pay you to touch little kids. You don't hear much about that these days, though.
That's because they're better at hiding it.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
You can't be better at hiding it.
That's my theory.
Yeah. That's a good theory. Yeah, but I would definitely donate a lot. I would definitely help out my family, some friends.
Not me.
I would help you out.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't help out.
You'd be like, you need help? Go fuck yourself.
I wouldn't help out all the people that I fucking try to contact and I don't hear shit from. Fuck you guys. I'm on a yacht.
I'm on a boat.
Because that's where I live.
motherfucker.
I need money. I spent all my money on this yacht.
He's the captain of the yacht. He rents it to other people. He rents it to other billionaires. Yeah, I'll take you where you want to go.
I would also try to get rid of, we've been getting a lot of, like you were talking about our phone number, which we have a phone number, by the way.
Yeah.
We just haven't said anything about it.
Not lately.
But we don't really use it.
Yeah.
But we get spam calls, and then even in our emails, we'll get like,
well, spam emails are going to come no matter what.
yeah, but they say like, hey, you want to, oh yeah, there was this person, the last person that, or whoever company that messaged us saying, we could help promote your podcast. Or it started off with, we love your show. We've been followers. Like, we love how it is, blah, blah, blah. But we noticed that it's not getting anywhere, like fucking putting me down, putting our whole show down.
But we noticed you guys suck.
We noticed you guys, we noticed that you guys don't have a good following or something like that. And then, so I emailed back and I said, okay, well, what's our show about? And name an episode. And then it was some weird fucking shit. I have to go back to the email, but they said, I got to go to this email, actually. It was so fucking weird. Like, it was like they took over. I think I confused them. I confused their system, and they just went into like...
You got real with them? They got confused?
Yeah, I think the bot just got confused.
Oh, no, he's calling me out.
We don't know how to do this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here. They did reply too. Yeah, so this is what they said. Just wanted to say we're big fans of your podcast. It's got real depth and personality. Can't read this. But here's the thing. We noticed you're not fully leveraging short form content to like reels, quotes. So we get emails like this all the time.
Yeah.
And, usually we delete them and say, fuck it. But I was like, you know what? And I said, well, what's our podcast about? Name something we talk about. And then the bot got confused and said, we run a podcast show named as Chris Court Show. We can talk.
He said, oh, you run a podcast named The Chris Court Show? Sued.
Yeah, I said, oh, you run a podcast named The Chris Court Show? No, you run podcast named as Chris Court Show.
You're making them angry.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to reply to them now. So, wait. Who's running this show? You or me? There you go. Anyway. All right, so we got our emails taken care of on the show. What else do we got? We also have our... Oh, before I get into that, Southside Jake. An artist that we know too well here. He was actually our only artist that came into the studio to record with us it was a year ago. A little longer than a year, probably a year and a half ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago.
Well, now he's on TouchTunes.
Oh, really?
So, you could get his music on TouchTunes.
Nice. So if you're
That's cool.
out in one of the local bars at a TouchTunes jukebox and you want to hear some Southside Jake, bring it up.
Yeah. I wonder if
Play next.
Is that Touch Tunes on all?
Is that an official drink mixer?
I don't have anything else. I didn't think you would call me out.
Yeah, you're using your eyeglasses to mix your drink.
You show me what on this table that I can mix it with. My dick?
That's too short.
Well, and my dick's not on the table. But yeah, so if you're in, let's say, New York and you're on Touch Tunes, so you could play Southside Jake, or is it just like local?
I think if you're on Touch Tunes, you're on Touch Tunes.
You're on everywhere, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I just didn't know, but that's really cool. That's cool. You know. Let's get to our band. This was sent to us, and Adobe's just. So let's just get into it. We'll talk about it right after this. This is Medusas Barber with Fine Liar.
Here on the Chris Court Show.
You said you liked my sweater. You said you liked my glasses. You said you liked the way I aced all my science classes. And then I stopped to think I should just down this drink, 'cause I'd already gone too far. You're a fine liar, baby. Your pants on fire. You're looking out for number one. Are you a fine liar, baby? Targeted quiet, 'cause I got a little problem and I need a fine liar tonight. I thought I liked your jokes. I thought I liked your stare. I thought I liked this little less affair. And then I realized you're just like other guys. But I knew what I needed tonight. You're a fine liar, baby. Your pants on fire. You're looking out for number one. And you're a fine liar, baby. Targeted quiet, 'cause I got a little problem and I need a fine liar tonight. Should I stay or should I go? Oh, with you I just don't know. Should I give you a chance? Maybe I'll know after this dance. Problem and I need a fine liar tonight. Cause I got a little problem and I need a fine liar tonight.
Hey there, all you awesome listeners of the Chris Court Show.
We've got some exciting news for you. Do you have a band or some amazing tunes you want the world to hear?
Well, you're in luck, motherfuckers! We're on the lookout for French talent to feature and interview on our show.
That's right! Just send your music and some info to chriscourtshow@gmail.com and we'll play your music.
That's no fucking way! Share your music with us and let's mix magic together on the Chris Court Show. Listen to the Chris Scott Show. Amplify the indie flow. Streaming now, worldwide might. Interviews and endless nights. Savage life.
Medusas Barber, Fine Liar. What did you think, Matthew?
I liked it. Had a nice, I would say like an interesting melody to it. Like,
Yeah.
kind of almost sing-songy, but fun.
Yeah, very sing-songy. I like it's it was, and I don't mean this in a bad way. It's very simple song.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot. You know, the lyrics you can hear clearly, and the melody don't you know, very simple and basic. And again, I don't mean that in any kind of disrespect, but it's very catchy, and it's something that you can grasp. You know, a lot of people try to get so intricate and into their music.
Some people try to get catchy and don't succeed.
Well, they try to get like
I'm saying you have that side of people
Yeah.
who try to
Oh,
get
yeah.
catchy and don't succeed. And then you have people who try to get like super technical,
yeah.
and it doesn't make it fun necessarily.
Maybe for them writing it or recording it, but
Yeah, like they may enjoy it, but it doesn't mean it's fun to listen to. It doesn't mean it's going to be catchy to listen to and enjoyable, and it might just be a lot of technical fanciness, which musicians can appreciate, but not everybody appreciates.
I think that kind of got lost. Like when you talk about like things like that, like, you know, like the song "Fine Liar" by Medusas Barber, like a lot of older music was like that, 50s, 60s. You know, it started getting a little bit, you know, a little bit more into different things in the late 60s. But you had, I mean, even before 50s, obviously, but you had songs that were very simple and plain, but they were so fucking catchy. If you listen to oldies music,
Oh yeah,
you're just like, anyone could sing it.
yeah. I can see this being like kind of a modern oldie almost. Yeah,
Right. It's just it has that simplicity to it, and a lot of shit now is missing that stuff. Everyone's trying to do too much. Everyone's like, well, how can we layer this on top of this and make this sound like this and that? No.
and it had a nice classic structure.
Just
Had a
a
little
simple
solo
little
break in the middle and stuff.
Boo,
Yep.
boo, doo, doo. I like it. I liked it a lot. If you want to listen more, they are all over streaming platforms. Now, they are from West Virginia. The only thing, if you guys are listening.
West Virginia, right?
Yeah,
I think it was Charleston.
Charleston, yeah. The only thing that it does say on here is it's a cover band, barbershop.
Well,
Maybe.
I think they are a cover band, and I think they're running a barbershop as like all part of it. But I think this is an original.
Where did you get that? How do you know they're running a barbershop?
I think that's what it says. Like they're also a barbershop. I think they do a
What?
barbershop too.
No.
I think they might.
You're silly.
I don't know.
Where the fuck do you see them cutting hair?
Right there.
Where?
I don't know.
I don't think they have a barber shop.
And why does it say in barbershop?
I think it's just a pun. It's being punny.
Punny.
It's being punny. Gorgons only. What's Gorgons?
Gorgonzola?
Like cheese? Let's see. Sorry, guys. Oh, it's a Greek mythology. Monstrous figures.
Medusa is
Medusa.
a gorgon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it's just being punny. That's all it is. Here we are, really diving deep. After we just talked about simplicity, now we're diving deep into the fucking words. That was too simple. We need to make this more difficult.
Let's make this as complicated as possible.
No, but again, you could check them out on all streaming platforms. They are on YouTube as well. They have an Instagram, Medusas Barber, Linktree, obviously. All the bands have those these days. They also have merch on their Linktrees if you go to their Instagram or probably other things. But go and check them out. A very good song, like I said. Pretty good.
Click the first one. It says, welcome to the barbershop. Where does that go?
Do you want a haircut? Well, now it's only $19 on our special.
Apparently that's the album. Welcome to the barbershop.
Yeah. Or is this the no? Yeah, but go check them out. I liked it.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, we talked about this. So before I get into that, Mike, he was on the show for a long time. Mike was on this podcast since he started this with me in 2010.
That was a 10?
2010. And it might have been 2011.
I thought it was 2011. But either way, go ahead.
But anyway, old friend of ours, and he texted me the other day and he said, "Hey, listen to this band. Listen to this song." I listened to it, and it was very. It lacked. It's kind of funny that I'm saying this now after we just talked about this, but it lacked a lot of depth to it. And what I mean by that is that it wasn't like a simple thing, but there was a lot of depth that was missing to it.
So it had layers and stuff.
It had layers, but it was just like kind of boring.
Yeah.
And I was playing it, and I'm like, this really sounds like someone. Like, it really sounds like this has been done over and over. And I couldn't get it, so I texted back, like, I didn't like it. But I didn't know who it was, because he really didn't say it.
Yeah,
he
said
like,
check out the band, yeah.
What if he made this or something? I don't know. And I didn't want to be a dick, so I just said, it's okay. And then he replied back to me with something.
He knows very well if you say it's okay. You mean
He does,
I don't
yeah.
like it.
Yeah, he knew.
If you said, holy shit, that's awesome, he'd be like,
Yeah.
okay. But
Yeah, you could pretty much read me. But he texted back. He's like, well, it may be something like you sound like. And the band was called the Velvet Sundown. And they have over 400,000 monthly Spotify listeners. Well, it turned out that the band is an AI-generated band.
and it's existed for less than a month.
Yeah. Less than a month, and it's already got 400,000 monthly Spotify listeners. That's crazy. A fucking band that doesn't exist. And my band couldn't even get one play.
Why does it say a seemingly AI-generated band has racked up thousands of monthly Spotify listeners? Is it seemingly AI or is it AI?
I don't know. It is AI.
Yeah. They're a four-piece comprised of vocalist Mellotron, sorcerer Gabe Farrow. What? They actually give names to everybody?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like gorillas. If you think about it, gorillas they're not AI generated, but they had a persona.
But they're giving actual names to people like Lenny West,
Yeah.
Milo Raines,
And they probably that's
Gabe Farrow.
But you know what all AI could do? Like it's insane.
Yeah.
We've talked so many times about it here. Like just about AI, and it's crazy. It's a psych rock group. They have 2 albums.
They have 2 albums in less than a month?
Yeah.
God damn.
Let's see. Yeah. Released on June 5th. One was called Floating on Echoes, then one on June 20th, Dust in Silence.
Jesus Christ.
Questions surrounding Velvet Sundown's legitimacy came after Reddit users who had come across the band in their Discover Weekly playlist began digging, finding little background information on them of their Spotify profiles. Then, further speculation emerged after the band created an Instagram account which featured images of them that Redditors have said look eerily AI generated. Oh my God, that's AI generated.
That was totally AI generated. Nobody sits like that. And like, why are they all just holding their hamburgers?
Eating food?
They're all holding hamburgers, like looking at each other, smiling.
Come on, that's totally. What do you mean?
That guy in the background looks out of place. Looks like someone photoshopped him in.
This actually looks like Barnish.
It looks kind of like Mike. Even the guy on the right looks like a little bit like Mike if he had his hair pulled back.
Come on, come on.
Oh my goodness.
And then doing the Beatles thing, Queen.
They just copied it. AI copied and pasted everything.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh my God. Is that from Without a Paddle?
Right here? Yeah. You know what's funny? Me and Michelle were just watching that the other day.
Were you?
Yeah. Yeah, so The band's bio also includes a quote from Billboard saying their music sounds like the memory of something you never lived and somehow make it feel real. Wow. That's actually kind of genius. What the fuck?
The question, though, is who's actually collecting on anything that they might make?
Well, what do they make? I mean,
if they get that many Spotify
whoever
listens,
the creator
here's the thing:
is.
if they get that many Spotify listens, any ad revenue goes to whoever posted it.
I don't.
Is somebody posting it, or are they just letting AI go crazy?
I don't know. Whoever. I don't know. I mean, there had to have been a creator.
Well, that's the thing. The creator is AI. It's artificially intelligent created.
Right, but I mean, like,
who
someone had to
triggered
push
it?
a button.
Yeah, who triggered it?
Yeah.
Unless someone just got an AI on the loose somewhere in the world, and it's like, I'm going to make music. I'm going to see how much money I can make off
I'm
of
gonna
music.
confuse all these fucking humans.
They're gonna want to see faces. I'm going to make AI generated people eating hamburgers.
What's insane is that, you know, you got fucking like AI shit that has 400,000, but then you got real people busting their ass to make music and they can't get shit. Like, come on. This fucking life is all upside down.
Yep. Well, computers are going to take over the world.
Fuck computers.
That's the plan for some people.
That's robots. They're already
If it's
fucking
AI,
robots.
if it's AI, they want to fuck them. That is totally AI generated. It is so bad looking too.
Yeah.
Like it's convincing a little bit, but it looks like shit. Like that looks bad. Does not look real at all.
No, I'm trying to see what imperfections are on this picture of them. But if you want to look at it,
They
it's
got a lot of blurring on it to make sure that they can cover any imperfections and stuff. And here's the thing: is like the depth of the characters, the lighting doesn't seem right on their shoulders and stuff. Like I can see all that. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there it is. The world's first
Hell yeah.
internal music player is coming out, and
You got that right now.
You can put money towards it on Kickstarter. They pledged of $10,069 as their goal, and they reached $314,000. Well, almost $315,000. And it was out 19 days ago. So, what is the world's first
It
internal
came
music
out
player?
19 days ago?
Yeah, the Kickstarter came out 19 days
Oh,
ago.
damn. They raised that much money in 19 days?
Yeah. So what is it? It seduces your senses, and music should be felt, not heard. So let's dig a little bit more. Enjoy music like never before.
It's a vibrating butt plug, isn't it?
It pretty.
that vibrates to music.
What?
Or is it just for women? Because I just keep seeing pictures of women here.
Well, why would they want to see a guy?
I mean, this is true. But what if a guy wants to use it?
Then he can use it. It's kind of like butt plugs.
Is
You
it
would see
Is it
women.
a fitness butt?
I don't know. They probably have different sizes.
Buy me one.
What if
I'll
you?
test it for you.
What if you can experience your favorite songs not just with your ears, but your entire body? Meet Groove Thing. So what is it?
Resonator attachment.
So does this? Oh, this goes in your vag. That's why it's for girls.
So there's a headphone port and a resonator port.
So this goes. This
No. There's interchangeable resonator attachments. Look at on the left of where your mouse is.
Oh yeah.
There's a butt plug.
Oh yeah. There is a butt plug. So guys can use this.
You just imagine playing some like fucking German metal.
Compatible with all your favorite streaming services. Phone not included.
Well, they're not selling you the phone. They're selling you apparently a Bluetooth speaker and basically a vibrator
Yeah.
that coincides with your Bluetooth speaker.
It coincides with the music.
Well, there's a resonator port. So this is hardwired. It's not even wireless.
That's even better.
That's more dangerous.
So it comes with the speaker, and then it comes with the resonator, which transmits music sound waves as rich, nuanced physical sensations. There it is. You hear it and feel it in your vag.
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
Loved by 107. There's a dude in that picture.
Here's his quotes. Mind-blowing. A concert in my vagina. Like fucking a subwoofer. Hell yeah. That's pretty cool. I mean, if you think about it, fun solo or coupled. Tested in 170
plus holes. Oh, so it comes with 3 attachments. You see that?
Yeah. What is that one?
That's probably just to rub your clit on.
Oh, my clit?
Yeah.
A vacuum lock adapter for
Bring your own dick.
Is that what it means?
I think so. Or bring your own dildo, maybe.
Okay. Let's hear. Well, first off, if you want to go to Kickstarter and go for it, go.
I think
go
we're
do
getting
it.
too deep into this.
I think this is awesome.
You're gonna buy one, aren't you?
I might. If this came out, well, no, because it's not for me.
Dial it up, dial it down.
If there's like a ring that could go on my tiny little penis,
They're gonna make an attachment like a fleshlight. That's all they gotta do is make an attachment like a fleshlight.
Yeah.
You can shove your dick in it and it'll vibrate on your dick with the music.
Oh, there's a dude. I don't.
You can put a butt plug in.
But he's facing down.
He's sitting on it.
Now I got you inside. And that's pretty cool. I like that. Kickstarter. Get it. It's bright ass green in case you ever want, in case you lose it.
I love how I was just sitting on like the fucking nightstand next to the bed.
Right.
That way, when your family comes in, what is this? Don't touch that.
Grandma, turn off Frank Sinatra. Oh yeah, I'll put money towards that. I'm just gonna throw this one out there because I heard a lot of speculation and I had to research this, that Fireflies this is the last generation of Fireflies, and it's not true. Fireflies are not going extinct. Their numbers are indeed decreasing in many areas because of the habitat of loss, light pollution, and pesticide use. But there's no scientific truth to this.
Basically, there's no proof that they're going extinct. They're just their numbers are dwindling in populated areas. That's all
We
it
seen
is.
a shit ton last night.
There's a lot of them still. It just depends on where you're at. If you're like downtown in Chicago, you're not going to see them very much because there's not a lot of places for them to actually live.
Yeah.
It's all concrete.
Do you want to help
And garbage.
Fireflies? Well, protect and restore natural habitats like marshes and wetlands. Reduce light pollution. Avoid pesticide. Leave your leaves on the ground and plant native plants. Quit trying. A lot of people, like, instead of having good looking grass, they will make weeds in their lawn. Like, that's a thing.
I know
For
they'll-
like bees and
they'll let it's not really weeds. They'll try to like do like natural prairie grass.
yeah.
Where it lets like the natural prairie flowers and all that shit grow in there. It a lot of times looks like weeds, and there's a lot of times weeds in it because there's a lot of invasive weeds in the area too that are not prairie grass. People don't understand that.
Yeah.
You still need to maintain it if you want prairie grass. You can't just let it grow. That's just people being lazy. And that's why a lot of cities will give you a ticket if you do that shit.
I think you should do it.
No, absolutely not. Not on 3/4 of an acre. That lawn will be mowed at about 2.5 to 3 inches all the time.
2.5 to 3 inches.
Yep. Nice and thick.
Another time we're going to talk about Billie Joe, even though sometimes I can't stand him.
Billie Joe Armstrong.
From Green Day. He usually has people come up and play guitar, and for the last song, "Good Riddance," and he had someone come up and play a song, and he was about to sing. Well, he realized that he was fucking playing Wonderwall by Oasis instead of Good Riddance, and he said, "Oh, fuck me," and he took his guitar back.
I mean, I don't think that's that big of a deal. I don't think like if he made it a big. I don't know what actually happened. Like, was there a video or whatever? I don't know if he made a big deal out of it and kicked the guy off stage like in a mean way. But the guy played the wrong song. Just kick him off stage. No. Bye.
I think he did it on purpose.
The guy, I'm sure.
For sure.
But you don't have to make a big deal of it. Is Billie Joe Armstrong just leave it alone? Be like, oh no, get off the stage. You're done.
Yeah, but Bill, he has
Just like Dave Grohl did to that kid. And he even made it sound like he was being mean, but he wasn't.
Oh.
Get off my fucking stage.
Yeah. But Billie Joe Armstrong has a huge fucking head as it is.
Yeah.
You didn't hear the new Foo Fighter song? New Foo Fighter song is out.
I did not.
It's actually pretty good. I forget what it's called.
I'll listen to it later.
There's a huge like on their Instagram or Facebook or probably any social media account. There's a huge story of the song. Huge story. He talks about a little of what happened with his life and everything, and Taylor Hawkins and just a bunch of shit. Big fucking big story about it, but it's called Today's Song. I listened to it. It's all right. A lot of Foo Fighters, the newer Foo Fighters stuff kind of grows on me after a while. I'll hear it and I'm like, and then it just fucking grows on me. So hopefully that's the case in this. Black Sabbath had their farewell concert.
Oh, that looked terrible. I saw a clip of it when you were watching it.
Yeah, and it was live too. You could stream it. Oh, well, you could have streamed it. And it ended with fireworks and cake.
Like the band Cake?
No, like cake. You know, a funny story. I actually
Did they give cake to the entire crowd?
I mean, I don't know. But I actually seen Ozzy Osbourne. So me and Wes got into Ozfest in 2004. And my cousin was an A&R guy for some record label. And he had a band that he got signed, and they were playing it. Well, I got backstage passes, which I don't think we were supposed to go to that backstage. I met Lacuna Coil, a couple other bands, but we went into an area that I don't think we were supposed to be at, me and Wes. And
That sounds accurate.
On the main stage. And we were back there, and we see like this whole big lunch area in the back. Like there's like in that back of the stage at Tinley Theater, there's like this whole big, just like really nice like lounge. And we went in there, and Ozzy was eating ice cream. He was just like staring at his ice cream and eating it. And Wes was so fucking scared. He's like, "We're not supposed to be back here. We need to leave." I was like, "You're fine." But yeah, it was the only time I met. Well, I didn't really meet him, I guess, but
You saw him eating ice cream.
yeah. It was an all-day event, including Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Alice in Chains, Tom Morello, and I think Tom Morello, and I think what's his name was there. Fucking guy from Disturbed. What's his name? I don't know. Draymond, something like that. But
Draymond.
man, his vocals. Whew, I could see why he's, this is the last thing, which I guess is good. Like, I remember he wanted to do this whole thing where he wanted to die on stage. Because that was like,
He kind of sounded like he was.
No, he probably did. Or he was shitting his pants, either one. But it's cool because, you know, they did a lot of their songs, you know, did a lot of Ozzy's solo songs. He came up in this, black winged throne. He was then presented with a cake while fireworks lit up the stadium from overhead, but like it came from the underground and it just came up and there he was. And it was cool. He said, it's so good to be on this fucking stage. You have no idea, which is awesome. Like I don't know the level of his, but I love being on stage. It's like the best feeling ever. And obviously on his level, it's
years
probably got to be, it's probably got to be so much more in front of that many people. So I'm sure that's got to be an emotional thing. Like to ever do that again, like this is your last fucking time. Like that's crazy.
They were in Villa Park.
They were?
It says at Villa Park. I'm pretty sure they mean in Europe.
Oh. Yeah, definitely not. I don't think that's where that would be held.
Villa Park, Illinois. They were at John Wayne Gacy's house for the final concert. That would actually be on brand.
It would. But yeah, so I think you could check that out. There's a lot of videos on YouTube of it.
No, I'm sure it would be cool to see because it is like, I'm guessing his last, the way he was singing is probably his last performance.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was pretty bad too.
He's done a lot for metal music. He's done a lot for music in general.
They call him the Godfather of metal for a reason.
Yeah, I mean,
Prince of Darkness.
He clearly is. You know. This next story is going to be a little bit sad for me, as I owe Matt here a steak dinner. Oasis kicked off the reunion tour in Wales.
Well, you don't owe me a steak dinner yet. We got to find out if they make it to America.
Oh, was that what it was? I said if they make it to America?
No. So you said if they don't play at all. No. Yeah. If you said if they don't play at all, I owe you a steak dinner. I said if they don't make it to America, if they cancel it before they get to America,
I gotcha. Okay.
Then I owe you a steak dinner or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you owe me a steak dinner. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
Either way, you owe me
You
a
don't
steak
owe
dinner.
No, I don't owe you a steak dinner now. We're
Yeah,
done with that
until
part.
they're-
Now it's a matter of do you owe me one? And if they start playing in America, then you don't owe me one. Or if they start playing in America, you don't owe me one.
I'm confused.
I am too. Drink.
I'm confused as fuck right now.
This is like when you tried to get me to buy you ramen earlier today. You bamboozled the shit out of my brain.
I know I did. That's what I was trying to do.
I almost bought you ramen.
I did hear it. I did listen to some of it. Oh, man, I wish I got tickets.
So expensive, though.
I know. But Noel Gallagher was crying. And Liam and Noel came out with their, they were holding hands and their arms were up and it was so cool.
Hey, they started it.
Yeah.
See how long it lasts. That's what it is. If they don't make it to America, you owe me dinner.
If they don't make it to America?
Yeah. What it was is if they didn't do it at all, I owed you a steak dinner.
If they make it to America,
then you don't owe me a steak dinner, and I don't owe you a steak dinner.
All right, then we're
It's a wash.
kind of scared now. They don't want to play the States.
Yeah, if they don't make it to America, you owe me a steak dinner. If they make it to America and start touring here, then it's a wash. Neither one of us gets a steak dinner.
All right.
And it wasn't steak, it was sushi. We said sushi dinner.
Was it sushi dinner?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it was a sushi dinner.
Because then we're going to be hungry 5 minutes after. Keep eating.
You're going to eat so much sushi, your stomach's going to hurt like hell. You're going to get to the car and fart and be hungry again.
Yeah. I had one more story. Is that it? That's great. Oh. how this was it. A teacher was drunk
Drank alcohol in class and got pupils to do
And
the
got-
Macarena.
and got her students
yeah.
to do the Macarena while she was drunk.
How'd you get kids to do the Macarena? That's my question.
You know, why can't we ever had teachers like that looked this fucking good, that drank alcohol? Which I think half of my teachers did drink alcohol.
No, I think all of my teachers drank alcohol as a kid.
and they used to have those little styrofoam McDonald's cups.
Yeah.
Swear to God, there was vodka in that shit.
Oh, yeah. No, they're half of them were drunk 90% of the time.
They never did us They never had us do the Macarena though.
I bet they wanted to, but they were like, no, I'll get caught.
Right? Maybe they were just a little bit smarter before.
No, I think they
And I
just,
figured it out, dude. Oh, little sidetrack here. I figured out why all these fucking kids are bigger
why they're
and
bigger.
taller. Like, you ever notice, like, kids nowadays are fucking tall as shit. They're, like, just fucking ginormous.
Hormones.
Hormones in the food.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They're not all bigger than me.
Well, you're tiny anyway.
You're tiny. So's your dick.
You're tiny in your pants.
Do you know that I went to the party yesterday?
I was at the party with you.
No. The kids' party. I went over there with my nieces.
Oh, yeah, the neighbor's house. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were all making fun of you because you're old.
No, they weren't.
That's what your nieces said.
No. I'm a cool guy. A teacher has been banned from classrooms in Wales, where Oasis just played, after a tribunal heard she got drunk in class and started swearing at the students during a lesson that turned into a mini rave.
A mini rave.
That's awesome.
So which one is her, left or right?
I think they're both her. Yeah, that's both. That's the same people.
Are you sure?
Yes. You can't tell by the
I
glasses.
don't know if that's the same people.
That's the same fucking person. Look at the nose. Look at the eyebrows.
I don't know.
Anyway, the lesson spiraled out of control and turned into a mini rave with loud music, shouting, and dancing. Everyone was doing the Macarena. One 16-year-old said that she heard the teacher call the whole class little shits.
Do the Macarena, you little shits.
Come on, do it.
She was described as smiley and happy before she started to become agitated.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you drink.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anytime you drink, you're smiley and happy, and you drink more, and then you're just like, fuck this.
Ashton drank orange liquid, which smelled of alcohol while playing music from her laptop. Wow.
Yeah. She's pretty.
Her eyebrows could use a little work, but yeah, she's pretty.
Well, they found out one of the students said she was very, very close to us. There was a slight alcoholic smell. She was very, very lively and quite animated and speaking with her hands.
Oh, she's Italian.
Ah.
Bobbity boobity bop.
In other lessons, she was more reserved and quiet. Yeah, she had a bottle with orange juice, and she noticed that she was regularly taking swigs from the bottle. And then she started making the class do Macarena.
She got fucked up at work. Good for her.
Yeah.
I think teachers need that every once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. I wish we had that. And, maybe we had teachers that
teachers
were
that were
drinking.
drinking, but they weren't having fun.
But all ours looked like a fucking... I seen a picture the other day, and it was so perfect. It was Rambo, and it said, "Why did all my teachers look like this?" And it was so perfect, like the '80s Rambo. Like it was. That's. I remember my gym teacher looked exactly like Rambo, and it was a chick.
She looked like Rambo?
Yeah, she looked like Rambo, and that was back in the day when you couldn't be anything you wanted. You couldn't be a toaster.
You couldn't be a toaster back then. You could be a gym teacher who looked like Rambo.
I think people Now, I'm sure there were transvestites.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell the whole fucking world, hey, guess what? I was a dude. Hey, guess what? I was a girl. They just were girls. That's how you make it happen. That's how you fuck the system. You just
be like, no, I'm a girl. Always have been.
I'm a girl. Not, I'm going to fight for my right. No, I'm a girl. Sorry. Like right now, I'm a chick. I was really a chick before.
Were you?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Okay. You want me to whip my little clit on your head?
Is that why your dick's so small?
Yes, it used to be a clitoris.
That turned around on you fast, didn't it?
Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode. Hey, send your music in to chriscourtshow@gmail.com. We love listening to it, and we love playing it. And we love to interview you guys out there, out in the music radio world. But seriously, thank you guys for listening again, and we'll have a next show next week. If you don't remember the name of the band that we played,
Medusas Barber.
I know, I was looking at something else. So Medusas Barber, and the song was called Fine Liar, streaming everywhere. So go and check them out. They have a lot of shit out there as far as their merch and Instagram and all that. Go and check them out, and we'll see you next week.
Don't be a toaster.
Once again, thank you for listening to The Chris Court Show. Remember, if you have a band or business, or know someone that has a band or business, send all the info and MP3s to chriscourtshow@gmail.com. Chicken nuggets and cranberry sauce.
The Chris Court Show.